Good morning. So I wanted to come in today and talk about Earth Day on Thursday this week. Now, there are 3 days of events that you can check out on their website. Demonstrations, chat, discussions, speeches, protests, etc. But often those things can be uncomfortable for many of us to do. Now, I might actually go to my first mini protest this week. Outside a local school near me, they were trying to save a tree from being chopped down with new housing estate being built. And that will be my first one. I know it will be a quite gentle way into protesting because it's outside of school and they'll be encouraging the parents and the kids to go. So I know I'm pretty confident it's going to feel pretty safe and low key, but and I think it's called a mini protest anyway. So I'm thinking I might give that a go for my first protest. So that's what I'm going to be doing Thursday. And I think what I'm also going to do is go on a litter pick on Thursday. And I just wanted to come in and say, what are you going to be doing, if anything, this week? It doesn't have to be Thursday, if Thursday's not a good day. And I think we often think of activism as being these big protests and, we've got to march on the streets in London, or we've got to stick our hands to tube trains or something. And don't get me wrong, to be honest, I admire those people that can go that far and do it. But it's not going to be for all of us. So think small. What small steps of activism could you take this week? And don't do it as just yourself and don't tell anyone else about it. Because to be honest, it just doesn't make that much difference. It doesn't make enough difference. The biggest difference you could make this week as a small act of activism is to educate and inspire others with something you're doing. So by doing a litter pick, we not only pick up litter, but we kind of tend to do it in a public place like a park or along a reasonably popular road that people see us doing it. So by doing that, we're inspiring other people to do it and we're educating people that there's a litter problem. But what else could you do this week when you might pop to the shops after a school run this week? Can you talk to your child about all the plastic that the fruit and veg comes in? Could you take your own bags to try and avoid buying the fruit and veg in the plastic packaging this week? Or could you talk to your kids about trying, dairy-free butter, dairy-free mayonnaise, even dairy-free cheese, but that's quite an extreme change because it doesn't taste as nice. Whereas the mayonnaise and butter, you can't tell any difference. So what about what small steps could you take this week whilst inspiring somebody else, whether that's your kids, your community, or even your school? We know schools have had a really hard time over the last year, and the head teachers and the teachers have had so much to think about out of their normal remit. However, things are hopefully getting better. And I do know schools that even during this pandemic have been able to do amazing eco things. Darlinghurst School in Leigh-on-Sea have got their Eco Schools green flag status. They've done eco lessons online during this pandemic. They've done so much. So I know it's possible. And it might be that you're thinking about PTA and actually there might be school fates being organised. So use this opportunity to start thinking about what you could be doing, who you could be inspiring. Can you talk to your school about having, no single-use plastic at the summer fair, or no single-use cups or something? What can you be doing? Who can you be inspiring? Who can you be educating? And what difference can you be making? We're always here if you need direction of where to go for help. We've got an education group if you are involved in PTA, and I do plan to do another sustainable PTA workshop soon actually. What month is it? April? Yeah, actually I better do that soon, probably May then, in preparation for any summer events that might be allowed. So yeah, do get in touch with us if you ever want support on your eco journey. I'm going to go finish my morning walk and have a good day.